We're staying in our GF1031 Southeast Madison underscore rev1.dwg file. And as I mentioned at the beginning of this chapter, we're looking at alternative methods of outputting our drawings. Now, one of the things that you might want to do is package up your drawing and all of the associated files and send it either externally or internally to somebody else to work on. Now, to do that, you need to create, in essence, a transmittal package. Now, the nice thing about AutoCAD is you can create an electronic transmittal and do that using the ETRANSMIT command. Now, I've zoomed to extent in the model tab, basically, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is just type ETRANSMIT, like that. And as you can see, it is a command. It's on the suggestion menu. Just press enter to confirm, and that will open up the Create Transmittal dialog box. So as you can see there, it's got various bits of information in it. Now, one of the things that you need to do is set up your transmittal setup first. We've got a default one called Standard. Let's click on Transmittal Setups here, and we'll click on New, and we'll call it Training. And we'll click on Continue, like so. Now, one of the things you might be asked to do is save your drawing when you commit to that eTransmit command. Now, the reason it's asking you to save is so that it knows that it's got the latest version of the drawing for the transmittal that you're setting up. So just be aware of that. You might be asked to save your drawing. Make sure that you do. Now, you can see here we've got a transmittal package type. Now, if it's going external, you'll probably zip it up. If it's going internal, you might set it up as a folder on a network drive. I'm going to go with the zip file option. And do we want to keep existing file formats, or do we want to go for a different file format? Now, normally, by default, I set everything to 2013. Now, the reason I do that, especially for your exercise files, is so that any AutoCAD version 2013 and above can read the DWG so that you can obviously go along and do this course. But also it's really important to make sure that other external collaborators who might be using older versions of AutoCAD can gain access to your drawing files as well. So basically, when all of this goes out, it's all going to be in 2013 DWG format rather than, say, 2018 DWG format. You can maintain the visual fidelity for annotative objects. Annotative scaling now is very commonplace with AutoCAD. It's been around a long, long time, but you get the option to maintain it if you need to for older versions of AutoCAD that might not have the annotative tools in them. There's my transmittal file folder. It's going to save it to a folder for me, which is great. I can select that and go and find a folder to save it to. No problem at all. I can also set a transmittal file name. It'll prompt me for a file name, and you can see it there, GF1031 Southeast Madison rev1-training.zip. That's what it's going to save it to. What I'll do is I'll make sure that this zip file, when I click on the button, actually goes to the exercise files folder so that you can download it and check it out. Now, we can use an organized folder structure, or we can just place all the files in one folder, or we can keep the files and folders as they are. I'm going to place all the files in one folder, like so. Now, do you want to send an email with a transmittal? If you do tick that box, what will happen is it'll basically go to your email client, such as Outlook, when you transmit using this transmittal setup. I'm not going to worry about that. What I will do, though, is set the default plotter to none, because sometimes they might not have access to the same plotter as you. If there's any external references, you can bind or insert them into the drawing. It's sometimes a good idea to purge the drawings as well, so they're not so heavy and not so unwieldy from a file size perspective. You also might want to include fonts. If you've got some specific fonts that you've had designed for your organization, you might want to tick that. I know that I haven't. I'm just using default fonts. But it's good to tick that to make sure that those fonts go with the drawing package. And the other bits here, you don't need to worry about any of these textures or data links or photometric web files. We're not really using any of that, but it just default ticks them. You might want to include any unloaded file references, unloaded external reference files, if that's the case. We can also have a transmittal setup description. So I'm going to call this my training setup, like so. I'll click on OK, and that is now there. Can you see that? Training. So I'm going to use training. I'll select it there and close, and I can use training now as my transmittal setup. Now, what we can do here is we can expand these out and just see what information is in there. Also, you can do it in a table format. It's up to you which one you want to do. I tend to prefer the tree look. It's easier to see, and it relates more to something like Windows File Explorer. So we've got our drawing, we've got our grayscale CTB file, and we've also got there our PC3, our AutoCAD PDF high quality print PC3 file. That's all attached in this transmittal. I can add other files, Word documents, Excel files if I want to. And I can enter notes to include with this transmittal package, such as this will be the AutoCAD 2026 Essential Training Course. Let's make sure we spell that right. So there you go, Essential Training. Let's get that in there like that. So there you go, AutoCAD. Let's take that extra 0 out as well. There we go, that looks better. So we've got AutoCAD 2026 Essential Training. So when I click on OK now, what it'll do is it'll ask me, where do I want that file to go? So you can see there, it's saving it out to a file. Now, you can give it a name. It takes on board the drawing name plus the name of the transmittal setup. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put LIL in front like that, LIL underscore. So I know that it's the LinkedIn Learning zip file, like so. So when I click on save, it'll save that out. That's all done. That's all in a zip file, ready to go. So what you've done there is you've created a transmittal of that file ready to go. Very quick and easy to do. And I'll make sure that that zip file is there for you to check out, obviously, when you download the files from the library for this particular course.